YouTube, or good afternoon actually. In one of my last YouTube videos, I said that maybe sometime I would dress up, kind of how I do when I do dress up, and show y'all what I look like dressed up. Well, this is pretty much what it looks like almost. Just I got me a few different ties. I like this tie. I like anything with paisley design. I just think it just makes me look good. I think, makes me feel good, and you know, I just find comfort in the paisley design ties or anything paisley designed. The only time I don't think it would probably look good is if I had a shirt that had paisley on it, and then wearing a paisley tie, be wearing paisley with paisley. It probably would just wouldn't look too good. But this is what it looked like, And to give you even further better view, I'll turn the camera view this way a little bit and show you what it looked like. Now what you don't see is I'm wearing flip-flops, but I just want to give an example of what I look like when I do dress nice. Now I'll show you something else. Yeah. By the way, those are a pair of designer jeans that I'm wearing. I don't know what type of style designer jeans. I just know that I got them at Burlington Coat Factory, and I've learned that on a poor low-end budget, you can go to Burlington Coat Factory and you can get some nice shirts, nice ties. Even though this tie was bought at Kohl's, I like the Kohl's ties better, but that's yet another place, is Burlington Coat Factory. They got just about anything you'd want there too. Tie wise, vest wise. Now I'm going to show you how accessories can help. Which there's a lot of videos out there. Like I said, I follow the Antonio, then another guy I follow. And there's also a few guys I follow too that, talk about different tie knots and everything. But I'll show you what type of accessory I wear, and I've had some compliments on this, but check this out. Doesn't that look awesome? Or at least I think it does. I think it adds personality a little bit, and also kind of flows with my hair. And I've tried doing this look with my hair down, and I look kind of like a cheap hippie. But anyways, but I love my long hair though. I love it. But this is what I look like, And also, if you notice, my tie don't come all the way down. Apparently, I'm not that good at tying a tie right enough to where it comes down where it's supposed to be. So, here's one thing also I learned, that a vest can help hide, and that's the length of your tie, because ain't nobody else gonna know except for you. Now, I ain't got no dress vests or anything, but I make one thing look good, and that's one vest I have. Well, actually I got two of these vests, but it's a regular old leather vest. But I think it does the trick very well, and I'll show you that. You notice my tie don't come all the way down like it's supposed to. So, a little simple trick, a few snaps here and there. Voila! I make it look good. So now, with this little added accessory, it looks good. It contrasts, even stars the tie a little bit better and everything. Another thing is too is your hairstyle and stuff, And also I said I'd fix my mustache and stuff up for you so you can see what it looks like when I throw my handlebars on. I'll give you an up close of what that looks like. Here it is. Right there, buddy. You'd be amazed, but I mean, some people, like younger people and stuff, they'll laugh at this and everything. But a lot of the older people, a lot of older gentlemen actually have told me that I really make it look good, and they say I look pretty stunning in it. As which, this is when I'm at work and I'm just wearing my work clothes, and everything. Because sometimes at work I'll do this, I'll make a joke and say this is my cheapest hobby right here. Now, originally, I wanted to get my soul patch to where it'd point down, but apparently gravity and stuff makes it do this much. I don't know. But I think it looks good, adds character, and I got a cousin. She told me I look like one of those old villains, from like in the movies, the old movies, tie ladies up to railroad tracks. And me personally, I told her, I said I kind of like the idea of being Jack the Ripper. But, I do have something important to talk about today, and I don't know if I'll be able to fit it all in one video, or if I have to make another video coincide with this video. But, kind of done something bad today. Today's Saturday. I should be at work right now. But, I kind of called in today, and I don't know if anybody else has ever experienced this or not at the workplace, but yesterday I was at work by myself because the other guy, he's on vacation, and I consider the other guy to be a friend of mine, and everything. We sometimes don't always see eye to eye, but you ain't always going to get along with everybody neither. So, anyways, it's by myself, and they had me do this perimeter sweep, as which, you go around with a dustpan and a broom, around the outside of the building, around the parking lot and stuff, and you sweep up trash and whatnot have, Pretty much something that's maintenance work and not really cart pusher work, but then again, my badge says Walmart. It don't say cart pusher, it says Walmart, so you do the math there. Well, I'm doing this perimeter sweep. It seems like this one manager that used to be the front end manager, but then they kind of put him on the back burner and brought back the original front end manager, as which I like her, she's awesome. But this other manager, and I'm going to go ahead and be honest and blunt, dude's a douchebag. He really is. And I think he's a little sexist, and maybe a touch prejudiced, I don't know. And he's also supposed to be a deacon of a church. But, anyway, seems like this dude's always trying to find something on me, to get me in trouble, or, always trying to ride me, you know what I mean? And, I try to get along, as nice as I can and everything, And, well, this dude said he was going to inspect my work after I got done, doing this not final sweep, but this perimeter sweep. Well, he gave me an hour to do this, okay? And if anybody's ever seen what the parking lot looks like and everything and what they consider an entire perimeter, you're going to take more than an hour, especially if you do the job right. If you want to do it half-assedly, yeah, you can skim through it in about an hour or even less. And I feel like the time he gave me was inadequate, as well as absolutely absurd. And also to have me do this perimeter sweep anyways, being the only cart pusher at work, I just felt like it was really an absurd thing, to have me do, And the results of him making that decision costed the parking lot to look crappy, carts everywhere behind, and it kind of reflects on me, makes me look bad even though I'm doing what I'm told to do, it just kind of makes me look bad. And had one of the supervisors come out and they said, hey, we need you to push carts in, because, we're getting behind, and she got this person said, I'm getting in trouble or yelled at, because there ain't enough carts in either bay. And so I'm just like, okay, but I said, you got my back on this, right? She goes, what do you mean? I said, well, so-and-so wanted me to do this perimeter sweep, and he said he was wanting, walk it off and make sure I done it right. I said, so you got my back, right? She's like, yeah, sure. And I said, you sure? You sure? She's like, yes. And she goes, because I'm tired of getting yelled at because we ain't got enough carts. And I said, all right. So, I was on my way taking stuff back, and everything so I could get back on the lot, Well, same manager and catches me, and or a head OP lady was standing there too, which is loss prevention or pretty much in-store police, And anyhows, he's like this manager, I like to call him douchebag, but I'm trying to be a little polite, a little etiquette, especially since I'm dressed this way. But the dude's like, you got that perimeter done so I can walk it off? And I'm like, no, I was told to stop that and to go back to pushing carts, because I said, they said customers were complaining, and I guess other people were saying that they needed carts in the bay, and they told me to do this. And he was like, who told you to do that? And I said, the CSM, or supervisor. And anyways, so he's like, well, any way you can finish it up real quick? I said, they said there's people that are complaining about there not being enough carts in our cart bays. And he said, I want that perimeter done. And I said, okay. And he said, well, I think you need to go back out there and do that perimeter too. And I said, okay, well, what do you want me to focus on? Do you want me to focus on picking up trash, or you want me to focus on getting carts right now? Which one do you want me to do? And he stops and kind of pauses for a second, and this other lady that's head LP, she's just kind of staring at him, like this, and he kind of has this look on his face like this, and I'm just like, what's so hard to decipher? Either have me pick up trash or have me get carts. Either which way, it's on you, is what I was thinking. And he's like, go ahead and just go back to the lot. And I was like, okay, no problem. So I put stuff away. Well, I get back out there to the front of the parking lot, and there's all these people, even managers out there helping me push carts up, and after it's all said and done, I'm trying to thank everybody that I can thank for helping me, because I'm always grateful, and you don't want people to think that you're being an ungrateful prick or anything, that's just, not me, and it's not very humble like neither, and you always got to be thankful for your little blessings, to me that was a big blessing, and anyways, later on that night, make a even longer story short, because this manager acted like he was mad, and I'm assuming he got his butt chewed out for his decision anyways. But later on that night, this one assistant manager came out, and she said, well, you need to have this entire parking lot cleared in 30 minutes. Well, we had storms last night and everything, like you seen on my last video I posted last night, me being on the bus. Well, anyways, I said, I'm only one man, and I said, there ain't no way I'm going to be able to get this all by myself, I said, any way you can send me out a little extra help at least, so I can get it done quicker. Well, she's like, well, we sent people out here earlier to help you out. We ain't got nobody else out in there to come out here and help you. And I was like, well, okay. And I said, I ain't going to make you no promises, so I tell you no lies, but I said, I'll do the best I can. And she's like, well, she goes, you got this machine here. And I said, well, just because we got the cart machine, that don't mean nothing, I said, I can only go as fast as that cart machine will go. And she's like, well, you just need to put a little bit more pep in your step. I said, I'm only one man once again. And then she makes a point to do a comparison with me to the other guy, and she claimed that he could keep up that parking lot, never have no trouble, and never need no help whatsoever, you know, and he can handle this